Welcome back, guys. This is Gaming with Austin, and today we are on episode 90 of season 2 of The Sims 4. As this household gets loaded up, here we are. It's time to feed the cow plant. I had Logan do a bit of some good old dollhouse playing. Now let's that's been fertilized. Dragon fruit. That's been fertilized. That has to be fertilized. Now, after harvesting the fruits, after doing that, let's harvest some fruits. Let's give the toddler a bath. If you really want to be strong, you gotta train like hell to the point of getting drenched in your own sweats. Let's feed the toddler. House of Gavin. Mr. Bizarre. Really has to pee in like 2 hours. No, for her to use the bathroom. Now let's scavenge for parts. Now let's get it geschlafen. Husband and wife. The stomach gurgles. No sound goods. The sound goods. The social skills. Logan's very hungry. Logan's very hungry. Social skills. In the glory, come across to the promised land. Close your eyes, I will take your hand. Mom? Would you get me a Diet Coke, Mom? Logan's very hungry. If you want to be very strong, you gotta train like hell. Easy job. Do some sit-ups. Exercise push-ups. I have to feed that cow plant. Hatte Wasser, the Drachenfrutzen. Drachenfruits. She needs to use the toilet right now. She needs to use the toilets. Susan needs to take a bath. I'm gonna have her do a bit of hefty lifting. I listen to a lot of Hammerfall. The glory. And I'm having him research idioms to improve his social skill. Let's see what books need purchased. I'm gonna have him watch some funny videos on sim.tv. She is hungry. He is playful right now. And I'm gonna do this to rank up his social skill as high as possible. Ugh. He is kinda filthy. Let's repair. Let's repair. And the glory come across to the promised land. Close your eyes, I will take your hand. Logan's very hungry right now. Logan's very hungry right now. And pretty sad. Ravenoso. At least I gave him plenty of food. I'm feeding her a carrot. Robert. Logan. Robert. Wait. I gotta feed him more first. He is kind of... Ricky's kind of hungry. Right now. Now let's have Christina harvest some. With the area. Let's feed him right now. I'm gonna have him do a bit more research. Dragon fruits. Logan's gotta take a shit. I'm having him do a bit of pop culture reference. Practice making drinks. I'm going fast paced. This site. facts about type 2 diabetes you may need to know. If left uncontrolled, people with type 2 diabetes can literally eat themselves to death. Sometimes they would go to desperate measures to get food. Whether it means shoplifting to get food, or even eating cat food, or dog food, similar to that Prader-Willi syndrome. Prader-Willi syndrome. Prader-Willi syndrome. With Prader-Willi syndrome, sometimes people can literally die from sometimes complications of type 2 diabetes can include a ruptured stomach. Especially because of hypoglycemia causing the insatiable appetite. It's not just the insatiable appetite. And some people go to desperate measures just to fulfill their insatiable appetite. Your appetite becomes harder and harder to control as type 2 diabetes gets worse. I'm gonna have him practice some riding. Some people with type 2 diabetes will eat and eat non-stop until their stomach ruptures. Either that or until they choke to death on their food. That's how hard it is to control your appetite if you have type 2 diabetes that is left untreated. That's how hard it is to control your appetite if you have type 2 diabetes. type 2 diabetes gets harder and harder to control, the insatiable appetite gets worse. As it gets harder and harder to control. As you know, with type 2 diabetes, as it progresses worse and worse over the course of the period of type 2 diabetes, your appetite becomes harder and harder to control. Those whose type 2 diabetes is left untreated dazed and confused. She is dazed as fuck. I am gonna have her make a table or something like that. If you have type 2 diabetes, the hard part is trying to control your appetite. The hard part of type 2 diabetes is trying to control your appetite. I gotta admit that. Your appetite becomes really hard to control with type 2 diabetes. Sometimes people with type 2 diabetes would eat until their stomach, like, constantly until their stomach explodes. Like, they would literally eat. Like, they would literally eat till their stomachs explode. Like, they would eat till their stomachs explode. Sometimes will they eat till their stomachs explode. And, like, from too much food. Sometimes will they eat till their stomachs explode. See, that's a problem you're going to face if you have type 2 diabetes. Basically, what will happen is you might eat until your stomach explodes. Even if the heart disease doesn't kill people with type 2 diabetes, they could potentially eat themselves to death. Literally. They would eat themselves to death. Your appetite becomes really hard to control when you have type 2 diabetes. Sometimes you would eat... like they'd keep eating until their stomachs explode. I know it's gonna hurt. Like... they could literally... like, if the heart disease and the stroke doesn't kill them, will most likely kill them instead. A ruptured stomach would kill them. If not for the heart disease and stroke that are complicated by diabetes. If not for the type 2 diabetes, the ruptured stomach is... if not for the heart disease and stroke, most diabetics who end up dying that don't die from heart disease or strokes will most likely die from a ruptured stomach, which is pretty sad. Kind of like how people with Prader-Willi syndrome would eat themselves to death, literally. She wet her pants. Damn it. I'm gonna give Christina the pep talks. bills have been paid. And sometimes, with type 2 diabetes, and telling a diabetic to stop overeating is kind of like telling someone to stop breathing. Sort of. Sort of like telling someone to stop breathing. Like, with type 2 diabetes, as it gets worse, it gets harder and harder for you to control your appetite. It becomes harder as the disease progresses. I know a bit about type 2 diabetes. I used to have type 2 diabetes. I used to have type 2 diabetes. My brother used to have type 2 diabetes as well. My dad's uncle is a diabetic. It kind of runs in my family. Sometimes type 2 diabetes can add fuel to the fire. If obesity was a fire, type 2 diabetes will only add fuel to the fire. Type 2 diabetes is pretty much hereditary in my family. There is a chance I could relapse from my type 2 diabetes. I don't have type 2 diabetes anymore. If it's diagnosed early enough, you can actually reverse it. You can actually reverse it. If diagnosed early enough. Anyways, this should be it for this video. Don't forget to leave a like if you like this video. If you didn't like this video, click that dislike button. Subscribe for more content like this. As always, thank you for watching. Stay tuned for more. Don't forget to share this with your friends on social media. to help my channel grow. And as always, thank you for watching, stay tuned for more, and peace out.